Park Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Voyagers of Louisville taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's got him in. Complete. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 40 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Mahomes going to change things up. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback. Big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Motion man is Shakir. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completion here to Claypool. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Allen off the play fake. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's get it. Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Voyagers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Half 85, half 85.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Motion man is Shakir.
Allen now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
The 16-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Half 10.
Now Allen.
Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Middle.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Regular.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there he knew.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but They want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Mahomes now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
43,
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it. They're stink partner.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air on there. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Mahomes up and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
56, 56.
In motion left goes Cooks.
Five wide. Alert! Here we go.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
This taken in at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Half 85, half 85. What's that?
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
What's that?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Hero 15.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Mahomes to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
First down, Blazers.
Mahomes now to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bills 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Tempo, 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 tempo.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Voyagers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen. And oh my goodness, here's a John Johnson with the INT. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Slot man moves right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Voyagers have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 29.
50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the second.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, hold. All 52. What's that?
Here's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In motion, Hill.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 63 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Voyagers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
Half 85, half 85. Regular.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Monday.
To throw, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
15.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Here's Pacheco once again.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 33.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Allen going to change this at the line.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Cook following the penalty. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Half. Look out.
From midfield, here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A give to Pacheco off the option. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense